this is Patty with Kate. I want to share with you some changes that you're going to see in Gmail when you log in. You're going to see it probably come up looking like it has been for the last several years, but you may see a thing pop up and say the new Gmail is here. Would you like to switch to it? You can go ahead and do that. I've already checked that, and so mine pop-up has gone away, but I can come up here to settings and I can try the new Murray State email. So you're going to notice some changes in the way it looks. First thing you're going to notice is the Murray State icon is not over here. It has moved over to the right, and some of your buttons and things look a little different. Basically, if you're used to email, you're going to find most of the things work the way they used to work, okay? Your inbox is here. All of your different labels and different things are still here. Your compose button is going to look different. It still works to compose email. But one of the things you're going to notice is when you hover over an email is over to the right. As I go up and down, you kind of see it change. I have some options. One thing I can do is, without even reading it and opening it, I can archive this email. I can also delete it without opening it. I can mark it as read, or if it's already read, I can mark it as unread. And I can snooze it. Now, what is snoozing? We're going to talk about that in a minute. But make sure you notice that on each of these, and these are all unread emails, if I come down here to ones that have been read, I still see the same thing, but instead of mark as read, I can mark this one as unread. You'll also notice here that I have some attachments on this email, and they show up underneath, and I can just click on those without even opening the email. Really cool. What is this snooze thing? Notice when I'm hovering over this email, I have the little timer that is my snooze button. Click on here. I can snooze it till later today, tomorrow, this weekend, or next week. Or I can pick a custom date and time. If I go ahead and I snooze this until later today, it has disappeared from my unread messages and I can no longer see it. If I don't want to wait until 6 p.m. today and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have snoozed that, or I need to look at that now because something has come up, well, then I can bring those back. I have a little snooze thing over here. I can click, and this is the email that was snoozed. If I decide I don't want it to be snoozed anymore, I can click here again, and I have an unsnooze option. Or I can go in and customize the time again and change it. So that's really, really easy, but I think it's really, really going to be a nice feature in the new email. One of the things that you'll find with the snoozing is that you will get a message on your mobile device if you have notifications turned on. So you would have to go onto your mobile device, you would have to have your Gmail account activated on there, and then have notifications turned on in the settings, and then it's going to actually come up and message you and tell you, hey, you got this email that you snoozed until right now. I'm letting you know. Okay. If I want to snooze multiple messages, I check each one, but then I have to come up here to the top and choose snooze, pick the time, and all three of those are going to go into the snoozed area. And now I have 4 of them here. I can actually click here, come up here, and say unsnooze to all of them. Pretty tricky. All right, so another thing that you may see, and it's probably not going to come up on mine, is if you're replying to an email. Of course, this is not an email that I would reply to, so I'm going to actually mark this as unread, so that goes back in there. But if I had an email that I wanted to reply to, and I've kind of gone through all my emails, let's say here, and I hit reply, you'll notice that at times it will pop up and give you suggestions of things that you might want to reply with. And I've noticed this happening on my phone in previous months, so it kind of came to the phone app before it came to our Gmail account on our computer. But, if the answer was, thanks or yes, that's great, those suggestions are going to pop up and you can just click on it and you're done with your email. It takes a couple seconds out of your time. Okay, you'll notice on this left-hand side, all these menus and folders and things, they take up a lot of room. Well, you can take back that room by clicking on the 3 lines up here, and it will basically take away those labels on there. And if you know what the colors and different things stand for, it'll also pop it out as you hover over things. So that's another way to use your menu and give yourself more space to work. You can also edit these labels. If you come over to the right hand side in the three dots, you can change your label color. You can tell whether you want to show it or hide it or edit it or remove it, and do all those things here. Before, you had to actually go into the settings for Gmail to do that. Another nice feature that you'll see is over here on the right. You're going to see access to your calendar, to Google Keep, to your tasks, and then you can add and get add-ons for Gmail by clicking here. Add-ons to Gmail are new, and I'll probably do another video on those to kind of tell you what they are, but those are things that you would add to Gmail to make Gmail better. So if I was to click here, it's going to come up and bring up all these different things that you can use. I haven't looked at any of these yet, so these are some things that, hopefully they'll make our Gmail experience a little bit better. So that's for another video. But if I want to, let's say there's a date in here. If I click the calendar, I can then go into my calendar and I can check dates and things to make sure that it's okay without having to get out of my Gmail and go into my calendar, check the date, because here are some dates. I might be able to just forward. I can drop down my little menu, go over to there, come to the 16th, and say, okay, what do I have scheduled for that day? Oh yeah, we do have the boot camp that day. It's already in my calendar. Or I don't have anything scheduled for that day. I'm going to go ahead and sign up. So it gives you quick access to your calendar so that you can check things that are in your email. Google Keep is an app. We have another video on that. But Google Keep is an app that lets you make lists and share them with people and check them off. It really is kind of nice. In my Google Keep, I keep a grocery list, but I can share it with my husband. I also have an address on there so that when I walk into Walmart, it will pop up and say, hey, this is your grocery list. Keep is a really neat little app, and it's fun to use. Tasks is another way to make lists. And so you can say, get started. So you can add tasks, and you can see that I've kind of made some notes about some videos that I need to create for our video library. And so as these are done, I created a book creator video yesterday, so I can actually check that off. And so I've got, it's a really nice way to kind of keep notes and not have paper strewn all over your desk. So that's pretty much it. Those are the main new features of Gmail. And notice that if you want to bring back your full menu, you click those three lines again. But if you have any questions, feel free to contact anybody in the Kate office. Have a great day and enjoy your summer.